Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Wednesday updates. My name is Amy Anthony, and I am joined today by Dana Neary. Good morning, Dana.
Good morning.
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How about you?
Great. Happy fall.
Yes, happy fall.
So Dana and I actually go way back. So I have been at Calvary for 18 years, and Dana, you've been here for
32 years.
32 years. And Dana has served in our kids ministry. She had my children, well, probably many of your children. She's still in children's ministry, also serves on our Party at the Park planning team, and recently joined our women's ministry team. So we are going to talk a little bit today about women's ministry. I'm going to ask Dana about some of the things they've done already, some opportunities coming up, and hopefully if you are not already plugged into women's ministry or have been looking for ways to connect with other women, we're going to give you some information today that's going to help you. So let me first start by just asking you, Dana, what does our women's ministry team look like here at Calvary? Because I know it's not just you. You serve part of a team. So what does that look like?
Yes. There are 4 members to the leadership team. We report up through Drew. We have Kelly Okos, Kat Woods, and Valerie Johnson, and myself. Great. And we meet monthly here at the church.
All right. Well, thank you for helping lead our women's ministry. So under the umbrella of women's ministry, there's a couple different things. One big chunk of that is our women's Bible study. So we've been doing that for years. Tell me a little bit about when we typically offer those, what days they are. I know we're in the middle of some right now.
Yes, the fall study started on September 14th. Those meet on Wednesdays. We have a morning session and an afternoon session. There's childcare provided in the morning, but not in the evening. In the past, we've done a couple different studies. This fall, we're just doing one study. All the Bible studies are doing the same study.
Okay, and I know the next round will start in the spring, so
Yes.
Start looking for that maybe around March, I think,
Yes.
April.
Yes.
Or maybe even earlier.
I think it's maybe even the end of February.
End of February.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
in my mind, spring is like
Yes.
April, but yes. So we get started pretty early on
Yes.
those. So I guess after
Yes.
the holidays, once we get into the swing of things,
Yes.
we'll start advertising those. So if you're looking for a study, we would love to get you connected. So the Bible studies is one part of women's ministry. Another big part are our events. And I know we have different kinds of events. We have connecting events, discipleship and spiritual growth events, serving events. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what we have been doing the last several months, and then we'll tell the ladies about some things that are coming up.
Okay. We do 2 larger events each year. We kicked off things in May with a spring dinner at the Whitaker Inn. At that event, we talked about opportunities for Bible studies and also in mentoring. We've done some fun events this fall related to exercise. We did an exercise night here at the church. The ladies could participate in yoga or the HIIT activities. We also met at the Celery Bog in July and just walked and talked. In August, we did a missions night. We had some snacks. The ladies brought in school supplies for children that were handed out to teachers, local teachers. And then Amy came in and spoke to us about opportunities both internationally and domestic for missions with the church. In September, we did a Bruno's night. And last week, we did a s'mores night here behind the church. We sat around the fire and drank cider and made s'mores.
So you're either exercising or eating pizza and s'mores. So
yeah, exactly.
We kind of go between the both. So,
Exactly.
But I know you've said at a lot of those events, one of the things you love is that it's a wide variety of ages.
Yes.
And also people who've been here for a long time and brand new people who've just started coming. So
Yes.
Great way to connect.
Yes.
And so typically those were happening on the first Wednesday. And then I know once we got into Bible study season, we've shifted those to first Thursdays. Mm-hmm. So typically on the first Thursday of every month, we're doing those events. And so we just had the October. What's coming up in November?
In November, we're going to do a thank you night. November is Thanksgiving, except for the Canadians. But we're going to meet and gather and thank the people in our church community that have meant a lot to us. So
Great.
we're going to write thank you notes.
And then I know in December, so even though we know a lot of them are on first Thursdays, we know some people do have a conflict with Thursday. So
Yes.
don't worry. Sometimes some of the events will be on different days. So tell us about the December one, because I know that's a big one and also not on a
Yes.
Thursday. So hopefully.
Yes. We haven't finalized all the plans yet, but we know for sure that it will be on the first Saturday of December, 10 a.m. We're going to do a brunch, hope to have a speaker that morning, and do something fun also. But we haven't decided exactly what that is yet.
Okay. So a little teaser.
Little teaser.
There.
Yes.
And then in the new year, do you have anything you know might be coming up? We don't need details, but what do you think might be on the horizon?
Some of the things that we're discussing are doing a bunco night with Second Baptist. We're also talking about being a host site potentially for the IF gathering. And then we'll do another spring event. And that more than likely will be on a Saturday or a different day as well. So.
Yeah. So all of that information, there's two places where you can kind of check that and they go together. One would be our info hub. So if you head over to yourcalvary.info/women, we keep that page updated with upcoming events, how to sign up for those so that you can mark your calendar. And then also on the Planning Center app, which is where you would sign up. Because I know sometimes those events, there is a charge depending on what the nature of the event is. Some of them there's not. So again, we try to make it a little bit different every time so that it is something appropriate for everyone. So definitely stay on top of what's going on through those two and check as well your emails and things like that. So we just want to encourage you that whether you've been around for decades or whether or not you've been around for a couple of weeks, we want to get to know you. We want to make sure that you are building friendships and finding faith community here at Calvary, and this is one way to do it. So is there anything else that you want to tell us before we sign off?
We just look forward to having you all come out and getting to know you and build a community here at Calvary.
All right. Well, thank you, Dana. Thank you for all you're doing for our church.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.